Some people in the tech industry need to be taken down a notch, but everyone's too scared to say anything, right? Well, not the Greek god. In today's video, I'll show you why I don't trust Matt Tren from Engineered Truth. I mean, this guy's entire channel is just utter garbage. So there I was the other day, chillin', drinking my protein shake, when Saitama left this comment on one of my videos. "You don't want this war, my man." Now, that was kind of an annoying sentence to read, so I decided to check this guy's page out. Turns out, this guy isn't Saitama, that's Voldemort. And let me tell you, I absolutely do want this war, my man. I also feel secure knowing that this video won't be copyright striked.
If you had a video about you that was negative, you wouldn't falsely copyright strike it, would you?
I mean, I don't think so, no. That's not my kind of thing to do.
So this dude, Matt Tren, or as I'm gonna call him, Monk Matt, because he's just so woke. He runs his channel called Engineered Truth, which sounds like an engineering channel, right? Well, it's actually the opposite. So this guy started off with a degree in psychology.
My first degree was in psychology. Most of my classmates ended up getting a master's in psychology, and most of them have low-paying jobs right now. Social work, child development, though some of them find it fulfilling. They're never gonna become rich doing that kind of work. Then I got a mechanical engineering degree. I did really well.
He acquires some internships, but then he starts to realize the toxic work culture.
The culture in mechanical engineering is that you're always gonna have to show up to work, and you're always gonna have to work 40 hours a week.
Right, you have to show up?
So when my friends would go out on Thursday, I would just go out with them, and sometimes I would make it to work on time, but a lot of times I would just show up to work late. My boss said to me, "So Matt, because you've been late a few times, and sometimes you still don't even show up, we're gonna have to terminate you effective immediately."
So he gets fired from his job for just being a massive which must have been a great loss for the company, because Monk Matt claims that he excelled in engineering.
I even got a tattoo. Actually, I never showed this on my channel, but I have a tattoo. Okay, you guys can see that. I got a tattoo that's the fundamental, was it physics, Newton's first law of, anyhow.
F equals ma is actually Newton's second law? You would think that you would know that, considering that it's literally tattooed onto your skin.
So say if I see a deer in the wild, and I'm like, hey, I want to push that deer. Well, we know the force that I push the deer with would be equal to my mass times my acceleration, which is F equals ma from Newton.
Wait a minute. Your mass? That's not even how F equals ma works. If Newton came back to life and heard you say that, he would swallow mercury. Again. Okay, so I guess engineering wasn't for him. You know, I can't figure out why. But now he spends his time slandering the entire profession. The world just doesn't need that many mechanical engineers, or aerospace, petroleum, chemical, etc.
There are 30,000 people graduating with a mechanical engineering degree, and only 2,500 mechanical engineering jobs opening up. And that's just the data. Saying 1 out of 10 mechanical engineering grads will ever get a job as a mechanical engineer is being generous.
I think you're being a little disingenuous with numbers here. It seems like you're trying to paint this narrative that the average engineering graduate is struggling for their next meal. I mean, there's some truth to what he's saying, but there's so much you're not accounting for. All of the existing mechanical engineering jobs that open up when people get fired or quit or retire. There's a ton of jobs related to engineering, but they don't have the title of mechanical engineer, but they look for mechanical engineering graduates. And a mechanical engineering degree is just so versatile. You don't have to become a mechanical engineer. A ton of these graduates have a really easy time transitioning into other fields, including software engineering.
Well, I graduated from Georgia Tech, summa cum laude, and my first job was at Land Rover. They're paying me $100,000. You're still at a middle-class job, going to an office Monday through Friday, and getting paid less, 30% less than a comparable software developer. So you're successful, but you're not that successful.
Wow, that was so rad, dude. I love the way you shit on people's accomplishments. I think Matt goes out to like a lovely dinner with his family and friends, and his sweet Aunt Jenny just announces to everyone that she got promoted, and everyone's so excited. But Monk Matt over here goes up to her and says, you know, you're still earning 60% less than your software counterparts. So that's cool, but not that cool. And you know what's a little hypocritical? So he says that college isn't worth it, because even though some people succeed, a lot of people don't. But when it comes to his courses,
if I sell a course and 4 out of 5 people don't get results out of it,
but that 1 out of 5 person that takes the course and their life completely changes, is that course still really worth selling? In my opinion, it is.
Alright, so fuck engineering, I guess. But according to Matt, fuck everything else as well?
Usually when I hear people that say they want to be journalists, I usually think that person just wants to be overpaid for doing something very simple. They want to get free travel, and they want to be famous for not having a talent.
That's funny because that's literally the point of your channel.
Trying to work for a large news network like Fox is just a fucking retarded idea. I saw a lot of math majors say things like, "But I learned how to do proofs, and proofs taught me how to think." Like, dude, nobody cares about what taught you how to think.
You're such a fucking surface level thinker. Maybe you should learn how to do some proofs.
Physics tend to make less than engineers.
You know, Matt, maybe some people just enjoy what they do. Have you ever met a theoretical physicist? They love physics. Maybe some people are just, I don't know, passionate? Oh, wait, what's that? Some people come to you and say they're passionate about mechanical engineering, and you tell them that passion is an illusion? Really? Then how come literally days before this post, you said that the 3 P's for success is patience, persistence, and passion? If you think that's contradictory, we're just getting started. So what does Matt want us to do? Well, he endorsed computer science.
Getting a computer science degree is really smart right now. It's hard to make a quality product when you're hiring Indian and Chinese computer programmers. There's a strong lack of computer science to people with experience.
I believe the term is software engineers.
Today we're going to talk about computer science again. I still think this is a good major.
I'll be honest, I'm really not a big fan of computer science degree.
This entire channel's a fucking walking paradox. No, it's not. Threesomes with a fucking dry pair of bots.
Technical classes are outdated. You're never gonna use them. Well, computer science teaches you a good foundation of algorithm. Mark Zuckerberg is self-taught. A lot of the top best developers are self-taught.
Okay, so now it's fuck the computer science degree because learning algorithms is, I guess, useless. So being self-taught is better. Okay, got it.
I'm not a proponent of being self-taught.
Fuck, dude, we're still in the same video. Come on. It's like I can't even catch my breath. This guy's like Newton's first law. He just keeps going until a force, maybe a Greek god force, acts on it. Or was the first law F equals ma? Okay, so now he's saying that the way to go is boot camps.
You're better off just forking the money over, in a form of personal loan or maybe a loan from mom and dad. It's completely worth the cost for a coding boot camp. That being said, be sure to check out Team Treehouse by clicking on my link in the description below.
Hey, thanks for making this video, dude. That was really cash money of you. But when you make a video comparing a computer science degree to a coding bootcamp, and it's sponsored by a coding bootcamp, that kind of just compromises the entire integrity of the video, because then the intent switches from you truly wanting to help people into you just wanting to earn as much money as you can through your affiliation link. Like, of course, you'll express whatever opinion makes you the most money, regardless of if it's your actual opinions or not.
Dev Mountain did give me a discount on my tuition so that I would make videos about my experience.
He also lied to his viewers in order to make more money from them.
So I went to a coding bootcamp called Dev Mountain in Provo, Utah. I was given 3 job offers at our career fair.
Offers? Were they job offers? Because if you check your videos from a few years back,
After 3 months of coding at Dev Mountain, I was able to get 3 interviews for coding jobs. It was cool to be able to get 3 jobs or 3 interviews so easily.
look, I don't have a problem with coding bootcamps. I just don't know why this guy has to be so dishonest about the way he markets it. Like, if you claim that you got 3 job offers right off the bat, of course people are gonna pay for this bootcamp. If you were truthful and just admitted that they were interviews, you wouldn't be making as much money, right? Also, nowhere in this video does he mention that he already had a mechanical engineering degree, and that can play a huge role in getting interviews. Why is it that people that are selling coding bootcamps just never want to mention the fact that they also have these degrees? It's because they earn more money if they just leave that out, because then they're selling the dream that it was this bootcamp that got them everything that they have now, right? It's like, I don't even have a CS degree. I just went to a coding bootcamp. Haha, I'm so relatable. Oh, my mechanical engineering degree? Nah, I didn't even put that on my resume. Nah. Oh, this Ivy League mathematics degree? What Ivy League mathematics degree? But whatever. New chapter in Monk Matt's life. Now he's a software engineer, right? Nope. Now he trashes software engineering too in favor of becoming an entrepreneur. He made this one video called Engineers vs. Entrepreneurs, in which he low-key just bashes engineers. And he also says that being an engineer or studying engineering doesn't help in becoming an entrepreneur. He says that they have nothing to do with each other.
Richard Liu was a Google executive, okay? And so he wanted to make his own startup called Leap AI, which was a job board that would use AI to match job seekers to employers. Because Richard wasn't just like any Google exec, he was Google executive of technology, all right? So they made the technology, and a couple months later, they closed the business because it wasn't making any money. Now Richard has a business doing e-commerce. Nothing related to what he did at Google.
So it looks like Richard Liu works at Facebook in the engineering department and is also involved in a technology-focused venture fund. Yeah, shut the fuck up, Matt. Okay, so following Matt's logic, everything on earth sucks except for becoming an entrepreneur. So how do you get started? Well, he sells a digital marketing course. I'm still not 100% sure what digital marketing means, but I know that if you sell a course on earning money, you should be earning money in ways besides selling courses, right?
Now, I make almost all my money on Engineer Truth from selling courses.
All right, you know what? Let's just check his testimonials. Maybe we can figure out what this digital marketing skill is.
How has this course made a difference in your life?
One of the main things that I got from the course was that it gave me some tools and skills that would really help me when it comes to my future goals.
All right, that's a little vague. Still don't know what this digital marketing skill is. All right, let's check his LinkedIn for some clues. All right, looks like he started a company called Digital Marketer. It's not really a description. All right, let's just check out the website. Helping course creators and coaches scale. How we got 70 new online courses leads. Wait, what? He sells courses? So the course sold by the dude who makes all his money from selling courses taught this guy how to sell courses? Huh? I also want to point out another contradiction here, is that if you go through his testimonies, almost everyone in it is earning less than 45K. If this is more money than they were making before, or if this course brought them there, that's great. I'm really happy for them. But I don't understand how Matt can say that engineers who earn 100K are earning a low salary and just completely trash on them, but then say that this is the dream. I also don't necessarily have a problem with courses. Like one time I bought a course for $10 on Udemy that taught me how to make a REST API in Python, and I learned exactly that. But there's so many people that sell courses just to sell courses. An example of these people are the friends of Matt. You know someone's sketchy when the people that they surround themselves with are all sketchy. Here's one, Copycat Kevin. Now, I can't really say his name, but basically CoffeeZilla made a video on how this guy just copies content from other people. But that video got taken down by a false copyright strike.
What do? They copyright strike your video. Is that he says his name is copyrighted, which, by the way, isn't even a thing. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. Having that as a full name isn't copyrightable. Are we in fairy tale land?
Looks like he also started a little joint project with Dan Lok, the guy who literally runs a cult. But I mean, ultimately, I wouldn't place Monk Matt in the same category as people like Dan Lok. He's less abrasive and just doesn't really have that same charisma or sales skills.
It's easy to have a best-selling book when you're already a best-selling author.
Oh.
I said, what do you mean by that?
He's sort of the runt of the group when it comes to like gurus.
Oh.
I said, what do you mean by that?
He also collabed with the ex-Google, ex-Facebook software engineer. I wonder who that could be. So it looks like nowadays he's looking for someone who used to work as an engineer to now come work for him for $1,000 a month. And of course, you know, I'm intrigued. Like, that's enough to get popcorn at the movies. To apply, email me and record a YouTube video explaining who you are. Hi, my name's Tren Black, but you could call me the Greek god of CS, and I'm the guy who just fucked your channel.